Still on the road here. I'm out in Beckley, West Virginia. Needed to get out and stretch my legs. And I heard about this weird roadside animal attraction. And I just had to stop and take a look. What we have here is a weird roadside menagerie. Now this is just a privately owned property that has collected all of these fiberglass statues they have sitting out front of this house. Oh my gosh, I thought that German Shepherd was a real dog. And yeah, wow. Gonna go up here and have a look at him. Oh, there goes a bunny up the hill. That's a real one. That's a very lifelike fiberglass statue. Oh man, somebody's broken the antler off that deer. That's disappointing. I don't know what would possess someone to collect all these things, but I thank you for your service, because this is a welcome reprieve on a long drive.
Yeah, I started about 5 years ago. I put 2 in my yard. My husband passed away, and I was trying to do something just, for me. People kept wanting to bring people, and I thought, a lot of people don't get to see anything. So I bought all these houses and evicted drug dealers and cleaned up some that were falling down, and they bring hospital buses and everybody out here, and it just kind of gives them something to smile about.
And I just met the owner of the property there. She was walking up as I was watching, and she said, "You're welcome to come in, look around, walk, take a picture, a selfie in the gorilla's hand, which is over there. I'll show you in a minute. As long as you're respectful and careful and don't break anything." But just as she does this for, people bring buses just to give, old folks homes and things like that, just to give people a reason to smile. So in addition to the velociraptors that are trying to get into the house there, you got this fellow, big T-Rex out front. Lots of dogs, corgis, boxers, labs, German Shepherd down there. Now, I don't think that's the gorilla you can get in his hand. He's kind of small, but that is a big panda. Wow. Here we go. Good chimps, gorilla with a baby. There's the hand gorilla she was talking about, right in front of the mountain lions. And down here, we have Jesus welcoming his flock. And we have a Bigfoot sighting. Okay, that's my favorite. Got an anaconda here, sneaking his way out of the garden, running from this mountain lion. Look how tiny these little orangutans are. Little stinker. And I was just talking to the owner again, and she said most people go up to the end of the road and turn around and come back. And she said, if you're going to do that, continue on. There's a loop that goes around the outside, and there's more down the hill. People don't know there's more down the hill. We're coming down the hill a little bit again. We've got a family of chimps. There is this, wow, kind of, I'm sorry, a very well-endowed horse, kangaroo, donkey. And here's, I guess, where you come over and come around down the hill. I'm on the other side already without driving around. I'm just walking down from the other side. There's a fox. There's some family of pigs here. Very large Brahma bull. And as I go up the hill here, I'm going to tell you, she told me that these were originally built for the Australian Zoo. For whatever reason, they couldn't get them to where they needed to go, or they couldn't fill the order, or I forget the story, but for whatever reason, they wound up here. And she's just collected more and more over the years. Peacocks. Again, the bulldog relieving himself. And I'm gonna go up here. She said, have to get a look at Bigfoot up close just because of the detail these got put into him. Wow. She was not kidding. You can see the soul in his eyes. I'm also being told, in case you're interested, that I believe she said, the sculptures are resin filled and fiberglass finished. And I hope I said it right. I hope I didn't get that backwards. But just the amount of artistry and detail that goes into these things, I'm really impressed, and I'm really thankful and appreciative that someone took the time to do that kind of thing. If not for my enjoyment, but for everyone else's that has come by and has gotten a smile out of this place. I'm gonna go up the deck here, the place where when you first come in, you got a wild boar over here, very large moose. Well, he looks relaxed, doesn't he? Down here we got some elk and goats and chickens and big boy here looking over his ladies. That is a big bull. I'm standing up above him, so he looks kind of small, but yeah, that thing is about 8 feet off the ground. That is a big bull. Perhaps a load of bull. Very large rooster there in the corner. And if that wasn't enough for you, right across the street from it is this. Some kind of stone sculpture garden. Very interesting. Lots of detailed and pretty religious pieces. I like the Jesus there coming out of the tomb, being resurrected, and the stone broken there. I wish I could afford a piece like that for my yard. I'm back in the car here because I'm going to roll around to that other side that she mentioned, where I walked down to a moment ago, and get a better view of those ones that are on the other side of that house that you can see. These again, as I roll on by, the giant panda and all the apes and gorillas and chimps. That's a big gorilla. Yeah, say goodbye to Bigfoot and the bear again. No, Bigfoot's, yeah. He's hard to see, so it's just like real life. Hard to get a picture of Bigfoot. He's elusive. And here we go. Here's the other side of this building here where I walked down the hill a moment ago. You got another very large bull out here up front. Got an orangutan, the sheep. Ooh, a Komodo dragon. That's fun. There's a leopard up there. And there's that large Brahma bull, or longhorn, sorry, that I saw a moment ago. As I pull off here, I want to thank you guys for watching this video with me. And I probably shouldn't be driving and doing this. If you're in the area, please, please, please stop by, just so people know that things like this are appreciated. And if you run into the owner, I'm sorry I didn't get your name, I didn't get her name. If you see this, please forgive me, but you are an amazing person, and I thank you so much for doing this. And it's just, again, such an amazing feeling knowing there's people out there in the world that are just doing stuff like this just to make people smile. And with that being said, yeah, it's on to the next adventure and off down the road on my road trip. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in a bit. Bye.